We think this may be an Australian first, a West Australian first, possibly a world first. A Western Australian animal, a dog that's been serving overseas in areas of conflict, has been awarded a major award today for bravery and gallantry. The award is called the Dickon Award. It's been awarded since 1943. And Cougar, the dog, has been awarded this award posthumously today at a service in Canberra. Andrew Hastie is the member for Canning, but also, as our listeners would know, did serve with the regiment for a number of years, and he joins us now. G'day, Andrew. Thanks for talking to us.
Hey, pleasure, Simon. Good to be with you.
What do we know about Cougar the dog?
Well, first of all, Cougar's name is spelled Kuga, but he's a Belgian Malinois. He was born in 2007. So, for those who aren't familiar with dogs, he's a bit like a cross between a Kelpie and a German Shepherd. So extremely athletic, but a great hunting dog.
Yep.
A great guard dog. And he served with the regiment from 2007 to 2012. He did a couple of tours to Afghanistan. But the one he received an award for was in 2011, where he basically saved the lives of an SAS patrol and was shot 5 times during the engagement, and subsequently passed on the following year in 2012. But Simon, I gave the guys a call in Canberra just about half an hour ago. They were actually in my troop in 2013. We went to Afghanistan together. And so they just filled me in on some of the details about Cougar.
Yeah.
I've got to know Cougar a little bit. And, it's great to see him honoured.
Yeah, it sure is. Looking through the list, and these awards go back to 1943, Andrew, I can't see any other Australian animals named. So Cougar was shot 5 times. From what I can see, the skirmish involved a river, heavy machine gun fire, but not only did Cougar survive the wounds, but as you say, probably helped to save the life of some of the fellas involved as well. I think Cougar might have actually grabbed hold of the shooter of the enemy himself, by the looks of things.
That's right. They were in Uriskan province chasing a Taliban leader, and they were advancing down a creek line or a river, and Cougar was out on the left, closest to the river, and he detected enemy presence, and because he did that, he basically warned the patrol and came under immediate fire, swam across the river under fire, attacked one of the insurgents, who was subsequently engaged, and he was shot 5 times. He was shot twice in the ear, once in the toe, once in the cheek, which exited through his neck, and once in the chest, which exited Cougar's shoulder and broke his upper left leg. And he also had shrapnel wounds to his lower spine. But despite his injuries, he still swam back across the river when recalled by his handler and given first aid and then evacuated from there. But as I said, I just spoke to the patrol commander who was there on the day, and he said undoubtedly Cougar saved the lives of his men that day. So they're very happy to see him honoured in this way.
Yeah,
it's a huge thing for an Australian dog.
Sure is. Conspicuous gallantry is the term that's used. So Cougar passed away a couple of years later, Andrew. Not from those wounds, but maybe through the recovery process, perhaps.
Yeah, that's right. I still remember when he did pass away because his handler was in my troop that year in 2012. And it was inconclusive as to why he passed on, but the guys reckon that his body succumbed to the stress that was placed on him due to the injuries he sustained in the incident. So he's officially recorded as having died of wounds.
Yeah. Amazing.
Because, 5 gunshot wounds would do a lot to a dog, only weighing 30, 35 kilos.
Yeah. So Mark Donaldson, Victoria Cross recipient, is over with Odin, ODIN, receiving the medal on Cougar's behalf today. So that's a great thing. Andrew, without giving away strategic and important sort of techniques and secrets here, the dogs are trained up in Western Australia, are there? There's obviously Odin and Cougar that we know of, but they are handled, trained at the regiment in Perth, and then they do get to tour overseas?
Yeah, that's right. So there's a resident dog capability in WA at Swanbourne. It's very advanced. The guys put a lot of time and effort into it. They're animal lovers, take great care of them, and they're a really important part of our capability because sometimes, you don't always want to use lethal force, and the dogs provide not just early detection, they also detect explosives, but they can also be a way of neutralising a threat without having to take life. So they're a really important part of the capability at the SAS.
Yeah, and just looking through the list of former Dickon Medal recipients, Andrew, they're obviously all animals, but the Belgian Malinois features quite prominently in recent years. So that looks like it's the go-to dog when it comes to this type of training.
Yeah, well, the guys always refer to them as the apex predators in the canine world. If there's one dog you don't want to go head-to-head with, especially if you're a burglar, it's a Belgian Malinois.
Yeah, sure.
So, as I said, they're kind of got the athleticism of a Kelpie, but the toughness and fierceness of a German Shepherd.
Yeah, great award, and an insight into the type of work that you guys do and the handlers do. Andrew, thanks for talking to us today. Really appreciate it.
Hey, pleasure, Simon. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks a lot. Andrew Hasty,